There's few things that I love more than shrimp scampi. Stick around if you want the recipe. Alright guys, so let's get into it. Shrimp scampi. It's a simple recipe of shrimp cooked with garlic, lemon, white wine, butter. It is very classic here in the United States and other parts of the world. So why do I like it? It's very quick, it's very tasty. I use head-on shrimp. It has wonderful flavor. It also makes that sauce a little different color. It's not so white. It's a little more copper color, loaded with flavor. So this recipe is very easy, very delicious, and I hope you like it. So stick around, you're not gonna wanna miss this. So these are the prawns that I bought. They have the head on, the shell on, the guts and everything. And for the ingredients, you're gonna need unsalted butter. I have a spring onion, you can use a shallot. I have some garlic, lemon, parsley, chives. First step, I like to mince the herbs fine. You can use a mixture of any herbs that you like. I like chives and parsley. Now for the garlic, you can mince it fine. It's gonna give you a stronger garlic flavor. I slice it on a mandolin, cut it into little batons, and that gives me a more subtle, nuanced garlic flavor that I enjoy in my shrimp scampi. You do however you like, completely up to you. For the shallot and or spring onion, give it a small little mince. That's all you need to do, quite easy. Now for the lemon, I cut the tops and the bottoms off. I cut the center out with a little V cut, and then I use the tip of my knife and remove any remaining seeds, and you're good to go. Put a wet paper towel over the ingredients, pop it in the fridge. Now on to the shrimp. So this shrimp still has the long antennas attached to it. What we're gonna wanna do first is snip those antennas off with a kitchen scissor. Those are very long and they don't look very nice and they definitely don't taste good. So you're gonna wanna just remove that very, very simply. Now what we're gonna do is leave the head on, we're gonna leave the tail on, and we're gonna remove the shell in the middle. So just use your fingers, get underneath the shell, and just pull it right away. It's actually very easy. After you do 2 or 3, you're gonna go through the rest of them very quickly. So that's what it's gonna look like once it's cleaned. Now for the last step, we're gonna remove the intestinal tract along the back. Use a sharp knife, give it a little shallow slit. Not all of these have the intestinal tract, but most of them do. So cut it along the back, use a dry paper towel, and it pulls out quite easily. Now we have our ingredients prepped, we're ready to cook. So I use a stainless steel pan, I get it very, very hot, and a good amount of olive oil. Don't overcrowd the pan because heat is your friend in this dish. You want it to be very hot, you want to crisp up the side of the shrimp and the side head of the shrimp. You don't want to cook this low and slow. This is a fast and quick dish. So I added 7 shrimp to my pan and I cook it for about 2 minutes per side. So once it gets nice and pink and has some nice color, I flip it over, cook it for another 2 minutes, and then I add my garlic and shallots. So now stir your garlic and shallots around a little bit. If they crisp up a little bit, I've noticed is totally fine. They can almost burn a little bit, that's totally fine. But you don't want them to be black. You just want them to be nice and toasted. So add your wine. Your wine's gonna flame up a little bit, add a squeeze of lemon, add a couple knobs of butter, turn off the heat, add your herbs, and just kind of stir it all together. That sauce is gonna come together. You don't have to worry about emulsifying it. You can if you're very ambitious, but it's really not necessary for this dish. So to plate it up, I put all of the heads the same direction, just for presentation. This is not necessary, but it does look nice. And make sure that you spoon plenty of that buttery, lemony sauce over the top of the shrimp. You can see that sauce is a little bit dark. Yours might be light. My sauce is dark because of the heads. The heads give it that color. Now, to finish, a little more fresh herbs, a little lemon juice, a little fleur de sel, and you are ready to eat. So there's the recipe, guys. I hope you love it. It tasted so good. It looks beautiful. The shrimp heads add that wonderful layer of flavor that you normally don't get with the headless shrimp. So you saw how I peeled it, really easy. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned for more videos coming soon. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.